take care of business. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is... pass deep.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Okay,
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10.
3:25.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Jackrabbit.
The option look. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
On the ready.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's right on target. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough for that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Keeps the legs moving. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball, he shot downhill, and made a nice tackle.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the ball is intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, Texas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Movement here from the tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on second down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. And this is great news coming up for the offense. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can flop. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's good.
That makes the score Arizona State 7, Texas
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Fast motion from the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The give to the back. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They intercept it. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Arizona State 7, Texas 3.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Give to the running back. Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The give to the single back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt.
Is good. That makes the score Arizona State 7, Texas 6.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
1st down for this offense. Touch pass on the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Finds his tight end. Still running up the 40. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Snap it to the back. Past the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10.
question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one, but that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked off his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
to the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is how you form tackle. Put your head on him, bring your feet, get him to the ground. That's how you create those little birdies that fly over people's heads when they're running with the football, and you can see them getting woozy. What a great stick by the linebacker.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's 1st and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. They've stalled out a bit in the red zone, just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips, now to get it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Trying to run it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. Shakes off the defender. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Let's go.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's looking for a man on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
29 Philly.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.